All right, welcome in, everybody. Sunday afternoon, and we have some breaking news. I was actually just working on a project, and I saw this come up on my Twitter feed. So El Mencho down in Jalisco, Mexico, has been killed, and it is an all-out war going on right now at this moment in Mexico. And I think I'm doing this more as an advisory, just for anybody, any Americans or anybody that is down in Mexico at this time right now, because it is an absolute all-out war. So let's read some reports here. I have some Twitter feeds that we're going to pull up and just kind of show you what's going on. As this kind of unfolds. I'm not saying that I'm any type of expert in this. I think this is just more of a public service announcement. Thank you, Mona. Thank you for being here. But we'll get into this. It is starting to be reported all over Fox News. The Associated Press has picked this up, and I've been watching a Mexican television station live on YouTube right now. And let's get some video from that feed as we go through. And this is just about maybe about an hour ago down in Jalisco, Mexico. And it is an all-out cartel war at this moment. But let's get some reports here. So let's see. Important safety information for all Americans in Mexico or traveling to Mexico. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, a popular U.S. tourist destination where many Americans are currently vacationing and own property, is under attack by the Mexican cartels today following a U.S. elimination of CJNC leader El Mencho. Here, and then I'm going to show some drone footage here in a minute. There's a war zone on the ground in Jalisco and Puerto Vallarta. The cartels have stormed the airports in Guadalajara and are reportedly shutting down the roads in nearby resorts with armed cartel gunmen. If you are an American citizen, shelter somewhere safe and inside. Your life at this time is in danger. Let's see. The State Department also has put a warning out just a couple of minutes ago. Like I said, this is hitting Fox News. It's hitting the Associated Press. I haven't seen any U.S. stations reporting on this right now. I know that there was an attack on Mar-a-Lago earlier this morning, so I know that's been a lot of the coverage on the news stations that I'm seeing. But we'll kind of track this and see what's going on live. I'm watching News Nation. They're talking about the FBI investigation into Mar-a-Lago shooting, and I understand that's what's going on in our country today. But again, I wanted to come on and just give some public advisory as to what's going on down in Mexico. So if you are in and around that area, please be careful. Please be careful. If you're vacationing or own property, please make sure to shelter in place. So let's get a feed here on X. Hey, AZ, what's going on? Granny, you're welcome. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to get back into Nancy Guthrie. Of course, I have a great show outlined with that. We'll get all of the most recent updates in Nancy Guthrie's case. Let's see. Polly Pocket says, my bestie is right over the border. Thanks for informing us. Of course, please make sure that you inform your friend if she isn't around Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta, or in that area of Mexico that is under attack. Let's see here. I have a map. Let's pull this up here. This is from X. And I'm just going to be really careful with the what we show on X, because I just don't want to show anything that's offensive or can get us kicked off. So El Mencho was killed a few hours ago, and that multiple narco activity has erupted across the country. Here you can follow a mapping of the blockades that have been recorded. So this is down in that area of Jalisco. You can see this map here, and we'll keep scrolling around. Let's see. Reports indicate a prison break. Oh, my God. From a facility in Puerto Vallarta. The Mexican army already on the scene. Puerto Vallarta is one of Mexico's most popular tourist destinations, drawing millions of visitors. Let's get some sound here in this short clip. Let's see what we got. I don't think there is any sound.
Puta madre. Esto es Ixtapa.
Massive wars.
A la verga.
In Puerto Vallarta right now. Let's get some live
su
Let's
puta
see what's going
madre.
down. Let's see. The U.S. Embassy in Mexico has issued a security alert from Mexican states, Jalisco. Let's see. American shelter in place until further notice due to ongoing security operations and related road blockage in criminal activity following this morning's elimination of CJNC Cartel leader El Mencho. Let's move down. Actions to take: avoid areas around law enforcement activity, beware your surroundings, seek shelter, and minimize unnecessary movements. Monitor local media for updates. Follow the directions of local authorities in case of a 911 emergency. Avoid crowds. Keep family and friends advised of your location and well-being via phone, text, and social media. Also heard that the airport in and around Jalisco or has been taken over or shut or is in the act of shutting down. Let's look at the AP right now. Let's see. The killing of a powerful drug lord follows several hours of roadblocks and burning vehicles in Jalisco and other states. Such tactics are commonly used by cartels to block military operations. Yeah, I did see those reports of American hostages at the airport. I want to get a complete confirmation on that before I report on it, but I haven't seen anything from Fox or AP, and that's really the only news station I'm seeing right now that is. Now we have Newsweek that's involved. PBS is now reporting. NPR 16 minutes ago. Let's see. Mexican army kills leader of Jalisco new generation cartel, officials say. Let's see. The Mexican army killed the leader of the powerful Jalisco New Generation Cartel, El Mencho, in an operation on Sunday, and federal officials said. I just want to go to this live feed here, and I'll keep reading some reports as we watch. It followed several hours of roadblocks with burning vehicles in Jalisco and other states. Such tactics are commonly used by cartels to block operations. Video circulating in social media shows plumes of smoke billowing over the city of Puerto Vallarta, a major city in Jalisco, and sprinting through the airport of state's capital in panic. On Sunday afternoon, Air Canada announced it is suspending flights to Puerto Vallarta due to ongoing security situation and advised customers to not go to the airport. The U.S. State Department offered a reward up to $15 million for information to lead to the arrest of El Mencho. The Jalisco New Generation Cartels, like now you got to look at this. Did they turn on this guy? Did his inner circle turn on him? Because a lot of that stuff can happen. Let's see. Oliver says, very risky. Americans can be easily targeted and used for retaliation in this area. I agree. AZ says, my daughter just moved out of Puerto Vallarta about 6 months ago. Wow. Let's see here. In February, the Trump administration designated the cartels as a foreign terrorist organization. It has been one of the most aggressive cartels in its attack on the military, including helicopters, and a pioneer of launching explosives from drones and installing mines. In 2020, it carried out a spectacular assassination attempt with grenades and high-powered rifles in the heart of Mexico City against the head of the Capitol Police Force, now the head of federal security. The DA considers the cartel to be powerful, a powerful one of the most powerful one in the most infamous criminal groups, with a presence of about 50 U.S. states, where it distributes tons of drugs, and one of the main suppliers of cocaine in the U.S. market. Let's see, earns billions from production in fentanyl and methamphetamines. In 2017, let's see, it indicated that several times U.S. return on the most recent superseding indictment filed on April 5th, 2022, charges the cartel with conspiracy and distributed controlled substances, cocaine, fentanyl, methamphetamines for purpose of illegal importation into the U.S. and uses firearms during connection with drug trafficking offenses. It also is charged under the Drug Kingpin Enforcement Act for directing and continuing criminal enterprise. So that's kind of where we are right now. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if we can get some more on X. Let's go over to X and see. Let's see what we have on X. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Is this the airport?
Lo que estamos viviendo es horrible.
Look at the
Yo
smoke
sé
in the
que igual está
background.
nada más generando pánico, pero hoy lo están
This
logrando.
is the airport. Let's see if we got an updated feed. Let's see. Air Canada an hour ago, due to the ongoing security situation in Puerto Vallarta impacting the Vallarta airport, Air Canada has temporarily suspended operations there today. We are monitoring the situation in contact with local authorities who are working to resolve the issue. Yeah, I would say. According to sources, let's see. Oh, look at this. This is the airport at Guadalajara. Look at this.
Algo está pasando. Todo el mundo está corriendo. Cualquier cosa les avisamos. No sabemos, todavía no sabemos qué está pasando.
Look at this. People taking cover. Poor people. Let's keep going here. Look at this. They killed the leader in an organized crime group, Mencho, and all hell is broken loose in Mexico. Let's see this. Just want to be really careful on X. I don't want to see more people getting shot. What's going on here? Look at this. Lighting the car on fire. Wow. Watch people with it.
¿Ya la prendieron?
What's in those bags? Well, let's go back to, let's see, I'm gonna keep scrolling down. It's the airport again. U.S. State Department issues a warning due to security operations, roadblocks, and criminal activity. U.S. citizens urged to shelter in place in parts of Jalisco, including Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara. We talked about that and all the areas in that area. Wow. Okay, let's see. In this video, you can see a hitman take a civilian car and set it on fire in Guadalajara. Try to go out as little as possible because narco terrorism targets innocent people. That's basically what's going on inside this video. It is like watching a horror movie. It's crazy. So if you're in or around Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, Guadalajara, it is issued from the State Department to shelter in place at all times. Major cartel activity at this moment. Essentially, they are at war in that part of Mexico. Let's keep going down and see what we have inside from Guadalajara Airport. All right, let's look at this.
No mames. ¿Están bien?
So, U.S. State Department issues an alert. This is an hour ago. Security alert linked to CJNG Cartel retaliation after drug lord kill, and that's Mencho. Due to ongoing security operations, really, yeah, is basically what we just read a couple of minutes ago. This is the issue. So, the security alert from. Okay, hang on here. Let's go to this here. Let's see. I'm going to pause this. Let's read this. This just came out. Just informed that the Mexican security forces have killed Mencho, one of the bloodiest and most ruthless drug kingpins. This is great development for Mexico, the U.S., Latin America, and the world. The good guys are stronger than the bad. And then it's going to have the translation there in Spanish. And that is just saying Air Canada has suspended all operations as we go. Let's see. Oliver says $5. Thank you, Oliver. Says ALTL. There's so many parallels to Pablo Escobar in Colombia in this situation, and that's what's grown. Seems history is repeating once again. I mean, then you just go back and look at what happened in Venezuela, a month and a half ago? going over and basically, I mean, taking control of Venezuela, the oil, and Trump basically has talked about this. Get into those areas, flush out those cartels. We're tired of the drugs coming across our border. We're tired of the drugs, um, you know, hurting our people and our economy, killing people. I'm all for thrashing out cartels. Believe me, I'm all for it. But this just causes very dangerous situations. Let's keep going here. Thank you, Oliver. Appreciate that. Let's see. U.S. Embassy tells U.S. citizens in multiple Mexican states to shelter in place until further notice amid ongoing security operations. And we just read that. Let's see. My best friend and wife just called me in the uh, cartel de Jalisco in Puerto Vallarta have them blocked in and can't get to the airport. Well, you're not going to want to go to the airport. The airport's in a very bad spot right now. Let's see. Mask Guy says, as a cartel observer and waiting for years for this moment, mass disappearance, using children as a cannon fodder, tortured execution videos. Let's see this. This airport. U.S. Embassy has issued security alerts. Oh, we have some more videos here. Puerto Vallarta. Let's go wide. Dude, I feel it's like the 80s. It's like the drug wars of the 80s right now. It's like what we saw. What was it? Noriega back in the 80s. The war on Noriega. There's some more. Wow, look at this still photo. Looks like probably from a hotel or high-rise building in Puerto Vallarta. More stills. I wanted to read this. I just found this on Facebook a couple of minutes ago, and it says from a lady named Allison. Okay, if you're in Puerto Vallarta, let me know if you're indoors and safe. I checked with my friend who's been there and safe indoors. Here's the deal. There's a recent burst of cartel-owned businesses currently in the cartel are wrecking the joint in Puerto Vallarta in revenge, fighting it out with the government forces that they set some stuff on fire, unoccupied vehicles, gas stations. So yes, it's really bad. But at this time, there's no attacks on civilians. But everyone is smartly staying off the streets, indoors at home, and keeping a close eye on the situation. This is rather shocking development because no, there was never this kind of cartel activity or violence in Puerto Vallarta. This is not business as usual. And then I'm going to read some of the comments here. This is a Facebook post. My cousin is currently there and authorities are asking her to stay in her Airbnb until conditions return to normal. I mean, this could be weeks. This could be months, right? Until conditions turn to normal. I mean, if they seize the airport and take control of the airport, it's going to be really hard for anybody to get in and out of that area. Let me go on to read some more of this post. Wow, I didn't realize this was happening. I better check the news. I always wondered why Mexico didn't go after cartels. We have another lady that was just there. She posted an hour ago and she posted a picture from her resort. It says, we are here in the hotel zone, staying put until we get all clear. All of the business in the area has closed. This is a photo from our balcony looking at the older part of Puerto Vallarta, and it looks completely normal. Let's see. Annabelle says it's crazy. We've seen the local police come into various bars along the beach and shake down the owners. The cartels wouldn't surprise me, except that, yes, that usually aren't doing it in Puerto Vallarta. Someone just said their son flew home from Puerto Vallarta last night. Hello, Cleopatra. Welcome in. Smash that like button. Let's see. Lauren says that he's there and he's safe. I'm here and it's happening all over the state, not just here. Thank you for the heads up. My husband's boss owns a condo there and let employees stay there to vacation. Yours is the only post that bring light to this right now. We're in Puerto Vallarta. Wow, it's showing a picture of a burning car right now across the marina. There are over 20 fires started, buses, cars, and motorcycles. We saw a large explosion in the entrance to the marina in the water, and also shots fired around the Navy base where the soldiers were trying to board their boat. This bus was burning in front of the Starbucks at the marina. All of downtown Puerto Vallarta was covered in black smoke. Not sure if things are still fluid at this time. The airport is closed. So I'm just issuing a warning. Again, I'm not an expert in Mexican cartels, but this did come up in my feed and definitely wanted to inform people. As of right now in Puerto Vallarta, there is a major cartel war going on. El Mencho, one of the drug overlords, has been killed. And seems that this is retaliation from the cartels in this situation. Issued from the State Department here in the United States that if you're an American citizen and you are at a hotel in an Airbnb, please shelter in place. Take cover and shelter in place. It's the best to be inside in this situation. But all hell is breaking loose in Puerto Vallarta. And right now, I have a Mexican news station that is live as of right now. And we're just farming off Twitter as well, too. All right, let's see here. Massive evacuations and total chaos in Guadalajara airport. Reports of armed groups present. If the cartel is taking over the airport, this is going to be an absolute madness. Guadalajara is one of Mexico's host cities for the 2026 World Cup. Let's go to this feed here.
No mames. ¿Están bien?
Gente corriendo.
Wow. All right, let me see if I have. Let me see if there's any updates. Let's see. So the cartels are storming airports. Let's see. At this time, total chaos is happening in Guadalajara International Airport as the members of the CJNC Cartel attempts to storm the airport and several other nearby locations in Mexican state of Jalisco. All passengers and staff can be seen fleeing from reported gunfire inside the airport. Hotels are asking tourists not to travel to the airport. So please, if you're in and around Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, Guadalajara, shelter in place. That is the given command from the U.S. State Department at this moment. Let's take a look here. Do we have any update? Washington Post, 37 minutes ago. Let's see. Welcome in, everybody. Financial Times. Let's see. I want to go to this that I had earlier. Hang on one second. Let me see if we have any updates. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just checking something. I wanted to go to. Yeah, let me bring this up. Hang on one second. This was about an hour ago. Here, watch this.
Smoke. So I don't know if you can see that, but I can see the flames underneath that black smoke. Major flames there, huge plumes everywhere. Another big one over there. Another one directly behind this resort we're staying at. Pretty much surrounded by this right now. Really intense scene happening here in Puerto Vallarta. Hopefully we're able to get out tomorrow, but the airports are shut down as it is right now. And as I understand it, military may be getting involved soon. Power may be cut very soon. So,
Imagine you're on a vacation. This is what you see.
So I don't know if you can see that, but I can see the flames.
Okay, hang on one second. Just want to get another video that I saw earlier. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely trending now. Let me see if I have anything else. It's another report I saw earlier. I'm just trying to find it. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay, let me get back to this. Let's go here. Look at this.
Ahí le están tirando balazos al de Primera Plus, los de la camioneta gris. Ahí están, miren. Están los balazos con todo, Miren.
It's people backing up and leaving.
Están queriendo abrir el
You see
Primera
the
Plus.
smoke and the fire in the
Están tirando
background.
balazos. Ya lo bajaron. Y ahí vienen. Ahí le están tirando.
All right, let me switch feeds here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at this Costco on fire. Wow. Let's see what else. Major events unfolding in Jalisco state of Mexico. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at this plane. Wow. Look at the plane that's on fire. Let's see. Look at the city just massively on fire. Oh, wow. Look at this. I think so, Viola. Wow. It says like a Batman movie. Look at how Puerto Vallarta looks right now. Huge takeover. U.S. Airlines canceling today's flight to PVR due to cartel-related violence there. U.S. Southwest, Delta, Alaska, and Air Canada all tell us they've canceled flights. At least one American flight turned around as things escalated on the ground in Mexico. This was 46 minutes ago. Let's see this video. What's this here? Oh, look at this. Video shows clash between CJNG and Mexican authorities. Look at this. Back up. It's going to be really careful to show on that. Excuse me. Wow. Look at this plane. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of that's going on right now too. What's this?
En Jalisco, el gobernador informó que el operativo inició en Tapalpa y que eso desencadenó narcobloqueos, y ahora sabemos no solamente en Jalisco, también en Michoacán, incluso en Tamaulipas. Pero esta es la muestra del costo político de esa inseguridad en un estado como este. Miren, negocios cerrados, calles prácticamente vacías. Quiero que vean esos camiones, son de trabajadores municipales que estaban levantando lo que quedaba de un evento de familiar. Las familias estaban reunidas en este lugar. Ellas evidentemente tuvieron que buscar un lugar seguro, e incluso la indicación es tan seria que los trabajadores dejaron este levantamiento de vallas a medias y tuvieron que resguardarse. La indicación para los habitantes de Jalisco y de zonas cercanas es: no salgan de su casa hasta que se les informe lo contrario. Vean esas tiendas de conveniencia, vean incluso esas mueblerías. En un domingo familiar esto estaría lleno de personas, pero ya es un domingo distinto, y este es el retrato de cómo el crimen organizado se ha apoderado en cosa de segundos de esta zona del país y ha paralizado prácticamente la vida entera.
Okay, let's see this happening in Jalisco right now. Oh, wow. Taking over taxis. So that hospital that we showed, your daughter lived in that area before, AZ? Wow, look at these photos. It's crazy. Yeah, and that's supposed to host the World Cup in 2026. So just in a couple of months. Yeah, they're setting buses on fire for blockades. To create blockades. Look at this. You're welcome, Robin. Again, I'm not an expert in cartel activity. This is just more of an alertness for any of our, anybody that's in and around that area to shelter in place, especially our US citizens that do vacation there. You know, I want everybody to be safe in this situation. I can only imagine the horror with living there, what this is like right now. You know, a lot of innocent people are in jeopardy right now, and there are major operations going on with this cartel. So, if anything, this is just more of an awareness and an alert stream to let people know. Yeah, I know, Mary, right? They might have to move it out of that area, especially if tensions are high like this. Oh. Just Me says, Puerto Vallarta has not been a big tourist destination for years. Has it been because of the cartel activity? Is that why? It showed a lot of people vacationing today on the beach. So I'm just curious to hear your insight on that or take on that. You can see some of the blockades being put up, and they're just kind of staggering cars through this area and then just basically setting them on fire, causing a roadblock. AZ says a lot of Americans. Yeah, and you just said your daughter was just there. What, living 6 months ago? Left 6 months ago. Wow, look at this. Travel saying that she was just there the first week of January, full of tourists. Yeah, I always thought like people went down into that area of Mexico. Oh, that name always came up. Let's keep scrolling here. Look at this. Looks like Mexican military. All right, top it off. There's prison break. Yeah, it was a prison break, apparently. Wow.
A la verga.
Su puta.
Let's see. Be really careful what we're showing here. The power of the narco must impress the tourists. This is how Port looks right now. Let's see. I want to play music. So Air Canada issues a warning. Canadians in Mexico, violence and the roadblocks are occurring in Jalisco state. Shelter-in-place order in effect in Puerto Vallarta. If you're in the Jalisco state, please keep a low profile and follow advice from local authorities. More info, and then they have obviously the link there. Let's see this. Narco blockades. Look at all this. Look at this. We'll stay with this for about another 20 minutes or so, see if we have any updates. Pretty much, I mean, the same thing that we've been hearing so far. Pretty similar videos that have been coming out. Look at this. Massive fires. Let's see. Wow, look at this. There's the Costco again. I had some bookmarks earlier. Oh, this is new. I've seen this. Wow. No cruise ships right there, just right in that area. It's crazy. Yeah, that's a good point, Oliver. I'm sure that, things like this too, I mean, they have well best laid plans in these situations. If something goes down, this is what we do, I'm sure it's pretty organized in these situations. Again, a lot of just repeat video. Let me go to this because there was a bookmark that I saw earlier. Give me 2 seconds. I wanted to. At least I thought I bookmarked it. I guess I didn't, or it might have been taken down. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much a lot of the same information. Let's go here. Hang on a second, just checking something. Yeah, let's go here for a second. Your son-in-law lives there? Wow. Let's see this. Wow. Supposed to fly out? Wow. Yes, a lot of this is just really kind of repeat information at this point. But again, I just wanted to come in, pop in really quick, give give kind of a warning notice as to everything that's going on down in PV right now. Crazy. Really, really crazy. I just started watching all this unfold. I'm sitting here, I was doing work, watching this all unfold, and I'm like, I'm gonna go live and just get something out there so people know what's going down in and around that area if they're there to shelter in place. So not too sure right now. It seems like a lot of similar activity that's on the ground down there, but I wanted to come in and give you some updates. So I'll keep monitoring the situation while surrounded by armored guards. It's crazy. We'll keep monitoring the situation as it kind of moves along. I'm going to get back to work here, and I'll be back tonight live for my 8 o'clock show. We'll be talking, obviously, all things Nancy Guthrie will get you some updates in that and show you kind of what's been going on over the last couple of days. I know that there's private citizens down there today doing some grid searching and searching the area for Nancy. But again, just wanted to jump in and give you some information here as to what's going on down in Mexico at this time. So please be safe, shelter in place, listen to all your authorities. If you're in and around that area, that's the best thing to do at this point in time. And again, look out for your sources, reach out for your sources, make sure that you shelter in place. Please be safe if you're in and around that area. And I'll see everybody back here tonight at 8 p.m. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.